All right, folks. I wanted to make a quick video going over the upcoming fight between Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez Jr., which is going to be taking place on Saturday, July 30th, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. This is going to be aired live in the United States on Showtime, and it will be contested at 154 pounds, which means Danny Garcia, after having been at 147 pounds for quite a while, is going to be making the jump to 154 pounds. Now, his opponent, Jose Benavidez Jr., has fought once in the last just about 4 years. And that was his last fight, which took place in November of 2021 from the Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona, which he fought against a guy by the name of Francisco Emmanuel Torres, which Jose Benavidez, I believe, it was a majority draw. I think one judge had it for Benavidez, and two judges had it draw. Now, this was obviously a fight that Benavidez should have won. He did not perform very well. Now, that could have been because he had been out of the ring for 3 years plus at that point. So I guess until we see otherwise, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But he did not look good. He did not look like a killer. And this fight it wasn't even at 154 pounds because Jose Benavidez fought at 158 3/4. His opponent weighed in at 157 pounds. So it wasn't even a 154-pound fight. Now, this upcoming fight against Danny, he weighed in at 152 3/4 pounds, or 153 3/4 pounds. Danny weighed in at 152 3/4 pounds. The weight in this instance isn't really going to make that big of a difference because both guys have fought at 147 pounds. So I don't even really consider this to be a legitimate 154-pound fight for Danny Garcia. He's fighting against a guy who is a shell of his former self after having been shot in the leg in 2016, which Jose Benavidez Jr. Was injured in a shooting. It appeared to be a targeted shooting. He was shot directly in the knee. So he's not anywhere near being a world-level opponent. So my prediction for this fight is Danny Garcia is going to either win a wide unanimous decision or possibly stop Jose Benavidez Jr. I mean, maybe Danny will be a little more rejuvenated from not having to squeeze down all the way to 147 pounds and being able to be closer to his natural walking around weight. So we'll see about that. Now, beyond this fight, what does the future hold for Danny Garcia at 154 pounds? I'm not sure. I mean, Danny was an absolute killer at 140 pounds. He was okay at 147 pounds. He lost to Keith Thurman. He lost to Sean Porter. He lost to Errol Spence. So every time he kind of stepped up to that A level, he fell short. When he would fight the C level guys, he looked great. But his power wasn't tremendous at 147 pounds. So I don't see how it's going to translate at 154 pounds if he steps in against any of the top guys. I just don't see that happening. Now, credit to Danny Garcia. He certainly built up a name. I got nothing going on tomorrow. I'll probably watch the fight. It's Danny Garcia fighting. At most, we're only going to see him fight twice this year. So why not watch it? But beyond that, is he going to be a legitimate title threat at 154 pounds? I don't think so. But, credit to him. He's built up his name. So if he has a few million more dollars that he can make as a fringe 154-pound guy or even a gatekeeper, credit to him. So the only intrigue tomorrow is going to be Does Danny Garcia win by decision, or does he somehow stop Jose Benavidez? Now, the current odds, according to BetMGM right now, have Danny at minus 650 and Jose Benavidez Jr. at plus 400. So Danny is clearly the favorite. The money's coming in on him. Common sense says he's going to win the fight. So I feel like that's a pretty good wager, betting on Danny to win the fight tomorrow. So we'll see. Now, what do you all think? Am I crazy? Is there some angle I'm not looking at? Are any of you picking Jose Benavidez to win this fight? I'm very curious to hear what you all have to say. So let me know, and I'll see y'all in the next one.